Hi, this is Cheryl back with you from Farmhouse Frugally with a few of my favorite Christmas things. I was fortunate enough to get these gorgeous oval frames on the good table at my dump, and I am assuming that these are about my age given the date of the pictures and the fact that this Woolworth has gone out of business many years ago. And I just absolutely love these frames. Anytime I can find an oval frame, I pick it up. So I am going to clean these good, and then I am going to just use the glass to cut out some neutral colored paper and then some hymnal music paper. This is a very old brittle piece, so I'm being very careful here to cut out those two ovals. And then I am going to take my IOD scraps. This is a non-traditional Christmas for me. I am doing things in a more vintage, neutral, gold and green tone this Christmas versus your traditional Christmas color, and I am loving it. So I am just taking some distressing ink, going around the edges of that to make that more vintage in feel, and then I am going to just take some beautiful scraps of this IOD. And this is what I'm going to call Christmas roses. I love how these are going to be really all year round, but certainly have a pop of red and white, so they could be beautiful for Christmas. So I'm just going to add one to each of the music paper, and then I am going to put all of this back together again into the frames. I don't know whose children those were, but I'm going to put those in the back in case somebody would ever like those in the future. And then I'm going to take some antique gold rub and buff. Initially, I thought that I would just freshen up the outside edge and any part that's gold on this frame. So I carefully go around, and it really needed it. I think it might be hard to see on camera, but the difference between the old dungy gold and this rub and buff on top of it was actually quite remarkable. And so once I got the entire thing covered in that, I set both of them aside and thought about it. I wasn't sure if I really wanted to keep that brownish interior. Depends on what I'm going to do with it in future, but I actually opted, once I sat with it for a minute, to go back with the rub and buff and to cover the entire frame, going into the interior and taking that rub and buff and covering that completely. Much more versatile. And then I have this absolutely spectacular green velvet ribbon that I love. And this is the feel for Christmas that I wanted this year. So I'm going to go ahead and cut some of that beautiful ribbon and tie a long bow on the top of each one of these and let that hang down and have that look very vintage and very lovely. And here it is in my living room with my partridge in a pear tree display that I have done this year in these gorgeous golds and sage green tones. And I think that it looks really fabulous with the other items, my yellowware bowls and the pears and the other items that I have made for several of my Christmas videos. If you didn't see them, you will want to go back and check those out. So I would love to know what you think about this color scheme and how you like the gold frames. I think that they came out really lovely, and I absolutely especially love that ribbon. So this collaboration is a few of our favorite things hosted by Dawn and Monica. Their channels and a playlist will be in my description box. Now that takes me on to item number 2. One of the other things that I really love at Christmas time are bells. You can make them out of peat pots, out of tin cans, out of all kinds of amazing things. Today I am making them out of modeling clay. So I am just going to go ahead and make a little acorn cap, a little cover for that, and then a bell shape bottom. Then I'm going to press my finger up into the bottom of that and put a little clanger in the bottom of that and add it all together. And unfortunately, I did this video pretty late, so I didn't have time to really let this dry. So I am going to paint this or change the color of this with the gold rub and buff, and I am going to do it while it is still a little bit pliable. So you definitely, if you have the time, want to give that a good 3 or 4 days to get good and firm. But this just gives you the idea of how you can, if you have any modeling clay, make some sweet little bells. You can add these to a garland or a wreath or any other project that you have. Until they're dry, I am just going to lay them. But I think that it is very sweet, very inexpensive, and an easy way to add that to your decor. And of course, you could make them any size that you want, as the modeling clay comes with a fair amount. So I am going to finish that up with the gold and add some beautiful green yarn just to go with the color tone that I am working with today. And here they are, just lying on some of the beautiful little ironstone looking butter pats that I made in a video recently. And I do absolutely love them here, and I can't wait till they're fully dry so I can hang them up. That takes me on to these 2 sage green ramekins that I got, yes, at the Good Table at my dump for free. And I am putting some floral foam in that. And I love to add blueberries in with my greens at Christmas time. I have a lot of blue in my kitchen, so I decided to take out a number of scrap greens that I had and just put the tall in the back and mix it up a little bit with different colors, different textures, different tones, and just fill in this sweet little ramekin with all of that. And then I had a Primitive Country battery operated candle that I thought would be really lovely in the center here. And in keeping with that primitive theme, added a rusty star to the back to pull in a little bit of that color. Some beautiful green moss all the way around to cover the styrofoam. And then I just went through my fabric scraps and pulled out this homespun and grabbed the color that I thought would go nicely with this blueberries and added a sweet little bow to the front of that to coordinate. And it is sweet, it is simple, but it is in those color tones. And I do love to have a pop of green and a pop of nature whenever I can. And here it is in my kitchen on my blue hutch. We are actually painting our kitchen, so it is pulled away from the wall for now, but just to give you an idea of how that looks with just a touch of light, touch of blue and green, and a touch of the outdoors for Christmas. So make sure you hit like and subscribe. Check out the others that have their channels on this playlist. And don't forget to have an absolutely wonderful Christmas. I will see you in the next one. Take care.